do the same video as I did again in English. I just want to speak with all of you, and sometimes it's so difficult to switch between different languages, but I'm really enjoying to all of you who are here in the community following me, and from my heart, I would like to connect with all of you. So yes, I will do my best to stick with it, to be able to do content in Spanish and English, and then in Hungarian. I try to do my best. So yes, I just did a video in Spanish where I share with you everything which is happening now with me, and what we are working in the background. So I have to tell you that this year it's a big thing which is happening with me, and I feel that everything is putting to its place. So let's go back to the beginning, and then I will share with you everything, how it arrived to me. I will share with you the light body consciousness and what it means. So yes, how I started. So I think a lot of you already know that I had a transformative, very big transformation in 2016. I wasn't preparing for it on a physical field, so it wasn't something that I was preparing. It wasn't something that I wanted to connect to my light body, because I didn't know that it's existing. I didn't know that how to do it. So it wasn't something that I was reading about or I was preparing for it, because I didn't know that it's all existing. And also, I didn't know that, what is the walking experience. I heard that when someone gets to near death experience, they can experience the change of the soul. But I didn't think that it can happen with me. So it wasn't something in my presence. So that's why I call it was spontaneous, because I was doing a retreat by my own. So the retreat, I was just meditating and cleaning my body. And when I did that retreat, self retreat, which I was also guided to do that, so immediately I experienced this change of me. So I experienced how my three-dimensional body was changed to a light body, and then during a month, light being were working on my body. So I experienced how they do energy surgery on my body, how different chakras, energy portals open on my body, um, how they open my head, my crown, the different parts of the body. It was so spontaneous because this is how it happened. So basically, I had a three-dimensional body, and when I came out from the meditation, I had a light body. And all the cells changed on my body, the functioning my body was changed, the perception how I received reality was changed. So I started to, if I have to tell you, so before maybe I had this perception of the reality. And then after I received all at the same time. So I received the whole multidimensional reality. I started to see the structure of this reality. I started to receive the energy fields of the being. I started to see energies around me. I started to see the whole structure of this reality as a holographic field. I started to see back or beyond of the structure of the buildings, of the reality of the persons. When I was speaking with someone, I started to download all the past lives of the person, all the multi-dimensional information of the soul who was connecting. So it was like incredible. I remember that time my eldest daughter was in nursery. She had like 3-year-old, and I remember I entered the nursery to pick her up, uh, and it was like insane. The little ones, they still are so virgin. They are still open. So they are an open portal working here. And it was like insane when I entered into the nursery. So all the different souls opened in front of me, and I started to receive all the information from their journey, and it was overwhelming. So all that information, it was too much. So this is how I was there living my daily life. It was insane. So if I have to tell you now, it was insane. But the thing is that I was guided through the whole process, and different angels, light beings, working on me. So like this, the whole system and my physical mind could take all the information and hold the space, because otherwise you just crack. You just cannot take this big opening of consciousness in a that short little of time. It's just impossible. So go back there. I received this transformation during 1 month. They were working on my body, opening the different portals on me, and opening all the perception and consciousness of me. It was one intense month, and after this work came back. So after 2 months, half a year, and like this. And basically this whole new information that it can be that my soul departure from this body, and a new soul with higher dimensional state connect to this body. It was like insane. Basically, I needed 2 years until I could receive what happened with me, until I could pronounce and speak from it what happened with me, and I just put definitions. Okay, this is like this, and this is like that. So I needed these 2 years after 2016, when I experienced this transformation, to put everything to its place. However, it still wasn't like everything putting in place. At that moment, I received that you have to share everything what you received, and you have to be a space holder of light with activations. And my physical self say, okay, it's so good, but how? And basically, I received the whole structure, how I have to work, what I have to do, what kind of retreats I have to do, and how I have to work during the retreats on the persons who are attending the retreats. So basically, I was downloading all these informations in the action. So I was there holding the retreats, and all the information just came during the time to me. Um, what I also wanted to add to you, so basically this what happened to me, it was somehow new to me to change this soul and receive a new soul to this vessel. But I remember that when I was a teenager, I experienced several times that my soul departure from the body. It wasn't the same departure like in that time in 2016. It was like temporary departures. It was like my soul went out and just left his body here. And at the beginning, it was so annoying, because I just didn't know what to do, and I just felt that my body is empty. And then later, I realized that I have to wait 24 hours, and 24 hours later, my self will come back. So then I knew this. Okay, I waited 1 day, and then after 24 hours, it went back to normal. So somehow the soul have going out from the body, it was familiar for me, but it was nothing to do with the big transformation. So what happened with me, that basically my soul went back to source essence, dissolved in source essence, and a new spirit from a higher consciousness connected to this body. Basically, it was like amazing experience for me. you know Before, I didn't had channeling capacities. I couldn't see the multidimensional reality. I couldn't see beyond the physical. And immediately I started to see everything. I started to receive the whole multidimensional creation which was amazing. Amazing experience. So yes, I needed 2 years until I was able to grant all this what happened with me, and I started to be a space holder in light body activations. And I was working like this until 2021, when I again received a message, and I received that I have to stop what I'm doing. So this is how I did everything, and then that moment, Anfrinit started to communicate with me. Basically, at that moment, I understood that my body, my vessel was prepared to download and receive Anfrinit 100%. So at that moment, Anfrinit started to communicate with me consciously, and my conscious self was able to receive this energy, this frequency, and I was able to hold the frequency. At that moment, in 2022, Anfrinit started to guide through me 4 modules. I was working 2 years on it until I was downloading all the structure, all this knowledge, all the information of these 4 modules. It was like amazing. It was so difficult 2 years because basically I was conducting a frequential field and information what wasn't existing before in this plane. And when you are introducing a new frequency which wasn't here before, this cracks the field where you want to implant that information. So it was like amazing. I have amazing experience which I don't want to share with you here because I think it's too much. But it was difficult, amazing, and uh, and so strong these 2 years. While I was in the process, I couldn't see the big picture. I couldn't see how it will work, what it's for. I was just downloading all this information. And this is how born the 4 modules. And then this year, like everything taking its place. So this year, what happens is that all these 8 years since my transformation 2016 until now, like everything put in its place and everything implant in one. So now I received and I see that why I had to download those 4 modules. Why is the light body activation? How I'm working in this work and how I'm able to help on the souls who are connecting to me in the light body activations. And what basically Anfrinit does, what is my role in all this work, and how I'm working consciously with the souls where they are connecting to me. If I have to tell you, so Anfrinit is a space holder of a crystal clear consciousness. Through the crystal clear consciousness, she conducted consciousness into the seed of the soul, and this connects to source essence to the soul. So to explain a little bit more or in details, imagine that this is a soul, so this big. The soul has different parts. And when I'm working with you, so you are connecting with me, what I see when I connect to you, that like it's always varies, but 80-90% of the soul is unconscious or in sleep. So basically this is the soul like this, and the big part of the soul is in the unconscious sleeping mode. And all these parts connect to different realities or create different realities. And all these realities creating like a spiral. And the person with that part of the soul is taking that round, spiral round, and trapped in that illusion, trapped in that unconscious state. And then the moment when you wake up, when you conduct into consciousness, then this illusion dissolves. And the whole self, whole multidimensional self of the soul starts to conduct into consciousness. And this is when the soul awakens, and all the parts of the soul realign to source essence. So basically, the core essence of the soul is connected to source essence, but the other part is in the unconscious field. It's in a sleeping mode, trapped in different illusions. So at the moment when you awaken to this core essence of the soul and conduct into consciousness, all the soul is like doing like this, and every part of the soul realign into consciousness. And this is how happens that you are with this work, you are changing the incarnational spiral where you are connecting. So you can do whatever you want, but you are always in the same spiral until you not conduct consciousness into that field. And that moment, all the soul starts to rewrite. All your multidimensional self starts to rewrite, and you break the illusion, and you break the unconscious state. And this is what Anfrinit does. This is the mission of Anfrinit, and this is the role of Anfrinit, holding the crystal clear consciousness, and through this channel, through this portal, realigning the whole multidimensional self to crystal clear consciousness, to source essence. And this is how you are able to connect to your light body and live, experience the three-dimensional reality through your light body consciousness. And what I'm amazed that all my works since this transformation, like now everything arrived to this place, all the teachings and all the structure, how I have to work, and how I can give it to you. And the amazing timing that now arrived to time for it. So the goodness in all this, that meanwhile the vibration of the earth was raising and raising and raising. And now we arrived to the state which is like so amazing. We are living the physical. And by entering into this field, the vibrational field of the earth increased a lot. So basically, all this amazing transformation, what I'm holding, it can be here. So now I was able to take all these courses. I was able to design all these courses and take to you here, and making this transformation in you. So I created this course, and I would like to offer my presence, my guidance to 10 lucky persons, 10 lucky souls. It is just 10 because I want to give everything from you to me. So I want to guide you personally. I want to put my attention to you, and I want to hold your hand in this transformation. It's a 6 month program, and we are going through all these 4 modules. We are going to all this whole creation, multidimensional self. We are opening our solar dive. We are opening the pineal gland. We are opening our inner hearing. We are opening the crown. We are opening all the 3 sacred diamonds on ourselves. We are opening our multidimensional perception, and we are learning how we can auto-heal our body and how we can realign all our frequencies. So it's just amazing opportunity now. It's a 6 month program, so during 6 months I will work just with those 10 persons. The first 10 persons who are signed up to the program, I can guide you, so I will book the space for you, and we will meet monthly several times, and we are working it closely. So I will guide you through how you are able to switch from three-dimensional consciousness to light body consciousness, and how you are able to change your whole multidimensional self. Your soul was waiting for it through timelines and timelines, and now this is the time when you are able to connect consciousness, conduct consciousness to all every layers of your multidimensional self. I'm so excited to work with you in hand, and I'm so looking forward to connecting with you. So the registration is open. I will leave the link down below if you would like to connect and just register and reserve your space. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your attention. I'm sending you all my love.